Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? Great, great. So who out there who knows someone who's autistic? Anybody? Do you know someone who's autistic? Uncle, brother, cousin? Okay, I'm sure you do, because if you know, it's 1 in 68 people that are diagnosed with autism, right? And I'm no exception. I know someone who's autistic, someone who is the most special to me, and that's my son. Elion, he's 14 years old, and when he was little, he always would do things a little bit different. So that's how I knew he was autistic. It wasn't that he was verbally challenged or anything like that. One thing that he was super friendly. So I'm like, that's kind of abnormal. Apparently, that's what the doctor told me, that it's abnormal for kids to be excessively friendly with strangers. I didn't know that at the time, right? What you don't know, you learn. So my son has taught me so much in life. He's just, for example, there's time, he was probably eight years old. He's 14 now, like I said. And I come home from work and I'm like, hello, what's going on? And because I get a call at work. And I'm thinking that I'm coming home to take my son to the emergency. Because my mom calls me and I'm cutting hair. She says, hey mom, how you doing? She says, I'm good. We gotta take Elion to the hospital. We think he broke his wrist. He fell out of a tree. I'm like, what? Oh my goodness. Now I'm frantic, okay? I am like freaking out. Like, oh my God, I'm doing a haircut. I haven't finished this woman's hair. I can't leave. Oh my God, what am I gonna do, right? So, my mom calls me back before I leave and she says, hey, Rayshone, it's okay. He said he's good. And I said, okay, all right, well, let me finish work. So I finished work and I come home. And so I'm asking him, hey, Elion, how are you feeling? Are your wrists okay? He like, yeah, they're good. I said, boy, come here, because now let me tell you, there's something about, and they can tolerate some pain, okay? They can tolerate some pain. So I'm like, come here, let me see. So he holds his wrist out like this. And then he goes, I said, let me see. Look, you gotta move him. So he goes like that. He bends him down. That. Then he bends him up. Like that. I said, move it side to side. So he go like that. And he go like that. I said, okay, well, you can move it, a little bit. That's cool. We'll wait. So this is Saturday. Saturday night comes, he's fine. Sunday morning comes, he's fine. Monday morning comes, it's time to go to school. Says, come on, Elion. He says, Mom, I think I need to go to the hospital. I said, boy, listen, you've been all weekend, you've been just fine. You going to school. He was like, no, Mom, for real. And he went like this. And OM freaking G, those wrists were so huge. They were like marshmallow puffs. And I was like, oh my God. I'm freaking out. I am so freaking out because I'm like, baby, why didn't you weren't in pain. You didn't tell me anything. I mean, come on, And he was like, well, I wanted to play the game. And so I didn't know it didn't hurt that bad. So I said, all right. From that situation, my mind was blown because by the end of the hospital trip, he ended up with a cast on both wrists because he had hairline fractures in both wrists from bracing himself when he hit the ground. So scary. And of course, the doctor's like, well, why did you wait till Monday? Like, doc, didn't wait till Monday. Thank God I have an awesome son, because he was like, no, it didn't hurt until after today. And then the doctor was like, really? And he's like, yeah, it didn't. So that was cool. But what it did was Elion taught me at that moment that I had to keep an open mind, we are so close-minded. We think if it hurts, then it should look like it hurt, or it should swell up, or it should do it. And yes, those things are, but we have to really, really keep an open mind when we're listening to our children, especially if they're autistic, okay? The next thing is Elion has taught me. So he's taught me to be open-minded. The next thing Elion has taught me is patience. Patience. Woo-sa, y'all, woo-sa. This is why Elion teach me patience. So me and Elion's standing in the bathroom cupboard, and he's looking in the cupboard. So as a mom, I'm like, hey kid, what's up? What you looking for? What you looking for? He's like, he just looks at me. He don't say a word. He don't say nothing. So, okay, so mommy about to kick in, right? Forget parenting classes. I took parenting classes, but like, don't forget that. I'm like, what are you looking for? He just looks at me, walks in his room. Now, Elion, okay, he can talk. He knows how to talk. He might be socially, disconnected and not necessarily have as high of emotion, but he definitely can verbalize what he was looking for. So I go to his room and I'm standing there at his door, and he says, and I look at him again and I say, Elion, you tell me right now what you're looking for. What was you looking for in that closet? He looks at me and he says, I just wanted to see how you would react if I didn't say anything. I said, oh, you want to see how I react? Oh, I'm about to go off. You don't not answer. And so I went off. And I mean, for more than one reason, because one thing we have to, one thing by the end of that conversation is that I had to tell him is that being a young African-American male in the world that we live in right now, when someone of authority asks you a question, you need to say something. So that was the number one lesson. But again, I needed to be patient, even though I kind of lost my cool a little bit. But once I came back, having that patience and being able to explain to him that how important it is that he answer when he's asked a question from someone of authority. That was my goal in that. And I couldn't get to that point if I was not patient with him. If I didn't, if I didn't just calm myself down and think about what he was saying. You got to be patient. The next thing is that I had to listen. You got to listen. We have to be better listeners. How many times have you been speaking to somebody and you were like, Lala, you said what you said, and they were like, Or you say what you say something, and then they're like, oh yeah, no, you said, and it is nothing about what you said. You know they weren't listening. You know they weren't listening. So my example with Elion, because he is a hunter. You know what that is? A hunter? A hunter? My son is a hunter. So I say, Elion. He say, huh? He's a hunter. So Elion, huh? Elion, huh? None of that. We're not doing that. I need you to listen to what I'm saying. You need to say yes, ma'am, and you need to talk back, okay? That is what we have to be better listeners. And Elion has taught me that. So full circling, the whole world to me exemplifies autistic qualities. And that is how I get better results with the people who I communicate with. Because when I communicate with non-autistic people, I need to be patient, I need to be open-minded, and I need to be a good listener. So what I would like for you to do is take advice from the most beautiful autistic child and to parents who have autistic children. Be patient, be open-minded, and be a good listener. And you just get better results with that. So treat everybody like they're autistic. It'll keep you smiling. I'm sure Elion does. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll be coming back with more. I love to be helpful. And let me know what you think about the whole world is autistic. I will talk to you guys soon. You have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to get better at this, but I should just ask. If you like, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. Thumbs up or thumbs down, whichever you choose. And just keep tuning in, guys. And I really appreciate when you share this video, especially with someone who you like. This is you. Like, you know what? I'm going to start treating you a little autistic. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.